Good morning, everybody. Scott with Pratt& Associates Realty. I want to do a bit of a rant. And now understand, you're on TikTok right now and you want to be entertained. You want to see a kangaroo playing a banjo. And here's this another freaking real estate agent. And I'm sure you, especially if you're trying to buy or sell a home, you're getting just inundated with influencer agents and content creator agents. And they're annoying. I see them too because I am in real estate. I see them too. But I carefully select who I see and don't see, so my videos are much more entertaining than the run-of-the-mill ones you see on TikTok. But I hope I'm at least a person of information and knowledge for you. I want to help you learn what to look for as far as the real estate market's concerned, like how to be more educated about it and how to, and is this all coming from me? Some of it is, especially if I'm talking about my experience as an agent, but most of it comes from one rental at a time. Mike Zuber over there, Daily Financial News, again, Mike Zuber, Resi Club, Altos Research, my own FMLS statistics, Market Watch, just things that I watch all the time. And I take that information, I give it to you. Hey, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm learning. What do y'all think? And I would love feedback. I don't get enough feedback on these videos. People just generally, I guess, they see me and they're, oh no, another real estate agent, so they click away. And that's fine. I understand that. But because I look at my statistics. But some people, I have a lot of people who watch the videos all the way through. Thank you. But now today I want to rant. I want to talk about the typical content creator types, the coaches. And if you don't follow me, blah, 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 blah. And I've even had some of these coaches just constantly just message. Hey, you still there? Hey, you still there? Are you interested in my product? Blah, 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 blah. Do you sell houses? Like, if you were selling houses, you'd be too busy selling houses than grifting. Okay. So, but then you could argue, well, Scott, you're on social media. Aren't you supposed to be selling houses? Yes. And it's very hard to work in the schedule of like researching information for these videos, showing clients, balancing the books, all that kind of stuff. It's a full-time job. But I sign up for it and I like it. It makes me grin every time I hear a client call me and say, hey, Scott, I'm looking for a home. Or I have a client call me after closing. Hey, man, you've changed my life. You've saved my life. Thank you so much. Which I did have that call yesterday, and I teared up a little bit, but we're good. Glad to hear that he's going to be doing a lot better in life, my seller. But yeah, those content creators, and then they're almost always, they got a Mercedes G-Wagon. Good Lord. Like, oh my God. And I think if anyone's watched these videos, I think I'm picking on you in general. I'm talking about the people on like social media, like Instagram. I'm not talking about the ones who actually do sell. And I know that there's tax reasons for getting G-Wagons and whatnot, but I'm talking about the young 20-year-olds who don't actively sell. They are coaches or sign up for my lead generation services, sign up for my coach, influencer, future millionaire. It's like, no, you're not. You're driving around in a very overpriced G-Wagon or a white Mercedes, your C300. Shut up. Go away. You're annoying. Or what I love is seeing them show up in Jags or BMWs at a closing or a listing. And I'm like, dude, like, when'd you get your life? Last month? Jeez, you closed one deal and that was the first thing you did was go out and buy a car, not call your accountant. Ooh-wee. And the reason why I say this is because I did that. I didn't do the coaching crap, but I did buy toys and cars that I had no business buying. Another rant. People who come on TikTok and cuss, especially agents who cuss, use foul language, or are very confrontational, or will post responses to people's comments on their videos, and they're very like angry and mean. Because I know as you as a client, when you see that, you're going to think to yourself, gee, if I have an issue or if I need to discuss something with this agent, are they going to be confrontational with me? Are they going to get angry with me? Are they going to make me feel like crap? And that's why I don't do that. And also the agents in my brokerage do not like foul language. They don't like me if I'm posting on Facebook about something, even if it's personal or private. If I post foul language or F this or F that, yeah, they don't like it at all. It shows unprofessionalism. It shows that you're not going to be as easy to get along with or work along with. And also the agents in my brokerage. And I'm not just saying this just to sell up my brokerage. The agents in my brokerage expect a higher standard from themselves and from also their broker. And I'm not the youngest person in my company. I'm one of the next to youngest people in my company, but I am a broker. and I'm a young broker. Most of my agents are older than I am, and I respect them first because number one, they're my elders. Number two, they're very upstanding members of their community, all of them, and they all take great pride in that I'm a believer. We don't talk about our beliefs on TikTok or whatever. I don't mean to grift in that way, but I do profess Christianity. And that what that does mean is that it's my moral obligation to, love others as you love yourself. So I have a moral obligation to treat my clients better. I have a moral obligation to not use foul language and be confrontational or angry or this vitriol. And in the past I've not been great about that, but it's something I've worked on. But especially on these TikToks, you've noticed I've never used the Lord's name in vain, and I've never cussed. And you've never seen me just post some angry rant against somebody. Now, my first few videos would go all the way down to like the 90 videos ago, yeah, but I had some people tell me how worthless and terrible I am, and I just responded in kind. Not in kind, I responded back, with cordiality. But I want you to know that the reason why I don't use foul language. Now, if we're out showing properties or whatever, and I see some property that doesn't look, so this looks like crap. You're not living here. Now, I have done that, but definitely as far as my public face is concerned, you're not going to see me F this, F that, GD that. Not on these channels, not on YouTube, not on TikTok, and possibly even kids may be watching these because they want to learn some about real estate. I don't want them to have to, he said the F word, now I can't watch this or something. And I don't know if too many families do that anymore. When I was a kid, my mom really didn't want me listening to music that said the F word or GD or anything like that. So I want to make sure that people feel safe and comfortable watching my videos, and that's not going to be something they have to turn off at the office, okay? Or if they're in public, or if they're in a mechanic shop, just wherever you are, I am easy to listen to. I want that to be my example. I want that to be me. Even if I have a dressed down type of video, if I ever do podcast, I'd love to do podcast with other agents, lenders, and people in the industry, closing attorneys too. I'm not going to use foul language. I don't want to. And it would really bother and hurt and break my agents' hearts. And that's who I really, for you, the consumer, and for my agents, because I'm the youngest person, so I have a lot bigger shoes to fill. And I'm just not going to use foul language. So that's on my other rant. I don't like it when agents get on these social media platforms and just slug it out in the comments. And I've been guilty of that, and I'll stop. But the agents who get on and just, you F you don't effing know what you're effing talking about. And I even feel bad saying like, F, whatever. But yeah, I want to keep this clean, professional, informative. Hey, Scott wants to help people. Scott actually wants to help people. He's not these typical grifting agents who, that the public and society has come to hate. The shiny suit, the luxury car, the flashing commission checks, the really expensive vacations, or the ticket to that concert that no one can really get tickets to. And you can enjoy your life. There's nothing wrong with that. But just show off agents, people don't like them. That makes them feel bad, makes them think that person's taking their money and it's just playing with it. The money I make, I try to reinvest it back into my company. I try to, what else can I do to provide more value to these people that I really respect and like? What else? I hope this video helped. I hope it's informative. Oh, and lead generation companies, they're crooks. And I know there's friends of mine that work for lead generation companies, and I'm sorry if this really offends you and upsets you. It's just because I had a very bad experience with one in particular. No, I can't say their name because they have more money than God, and they'll try to sue me. So see, I didn't mean to use the Lord's name in vain, but I'm making a point. There's these lead generation companies. These are the ones that are, I've seen them literally just rob brokerages blind, and they put you in these contracts for a long period of time. You can't get out of them unless you go bankrupt. So they'll assist you on your way down to the bottom. And agents who constantly beg me we need leads. Well, what do you think a lead is? Do you think it's something that comes out of a Pez dispenser and you just click a button and it's just that easy? And all I had to do was just pay for it. And I owed it to you to pay for this. you must pay for this for me because I am so amazing and awesome, Scott. My narcissistic personality disorder needs more helium to blow this giant balloon head of mine up. No, I don't pay for leads. I'm sorry, that was kind of fiery there, but I don't pay for leads because leads are people. And the reason the agents that I have in my company, they're predominantly church-oriented people, which is great. And they, no foul language, no nothing like that, but they really focus on doing unto others as you would have done unto you. They really take that to heart. They really do. And they're very conscientious. And when they call me about a concern for a client, it's so they can help them best. What can I do, Scott? Help me. What can I do best for this client? Try this, try this, try this. Okay, thank you. Well, we will try that and let you know how that worked out. And that's why I like my agents. They're I'm not going to say they're like family because that's kind of toxic, but they're like-minded individuals. And they've actually helped hold my own self to a better standard. That's why I like my agents. When your agents help hold you even to a better standard by just their life example, then that's great. And it's made Pratt & Associates Realty better. Do we have a fancy logo that looks just beautiful, clean, neat? No. I have an old school logo that makes me look like Thelma Harper Realty. I get it. Do I have a nice, beautiful golden Buddha statue in the front of my office? No, I have a closet in Cumming, Georgia with access to conference rooms and classrooms. And that's what I wanted. Do I drive up in a shiny brand new 4Runner? No, I have a 2007 4Runner that runs perfectly fine. Do my agents even drive stuff like that? No, they drive trucks. They drive, gently used SUVs and sedans. I don't have any agents that have these ultra luxury, I don't have any Jags in the company. I don't have any Porsches in the company. But do these agents sell, Scott? Yes, they sell a lot. They sell a lot. And we've closed probably over 1,000 transactions. If I do my math, we've closed over probably 1,000 transactions since our inception as a company. Some years are up, some years are down, but whatever. And so I'm not saying I'm best. I'm not saying I'm better. Oh, actually, I am saying I'm better. But I when you're looking for agents and you're really so done with agent culture, the shiny, flashy car, the flashing commission checks online, which is very tacky and garish, by the way. Stop it. Don't do that again. They're showing off their fancy watch. This is take a look at this. Looks nice, doesn't it? Looks pretty fancy. It's even sapphire glass. This is a Casio. It's a Casio. It's not a Rolex. You guys, if you know watches, you're like, I didn't think that was a Rolex, Scott. It's not. I have a couple of watches, but they're not very high-priced stuff. And it's just because I know when I go to a closing and I see someone wearing a Rolex, I'm like, congrats. Maybe you really worked hard for that and you produced that. And especially if they're selling, millions and millions of dollars. Excuse me, I scratched my back. Millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of real estate per year, like 20, 30, 40, $100 million worth of real estate per year. Then yeah, and if you're interested in watches and you get the Rolex because you've always wanted that since you're a child, then I understand that. But if you're just doing that just to show off, no. There's so many other watches out there. Like this is, it's a Casio, yes, but it's an Edifice, the Edifice edition, and it's stainless steel. Yeah, it's battery operated. It's not automatic. It's quartz. Sapphire glass. So it was kind of a rare watch for the price point, but it didn't cost more than $100. Didn't cost me more than $100. And if I had spent that kind of money or financed a watch from a very luxury Swiss brand, that would take away my ability to help my clients. So I chose not to buy that. The same with the car. If I bought a $20,000 car, which to me is a lot of money. That's a lot of money to buy for a car. I don't think cars should cost more than $20,000, or a $40,000 or a $50,000 or a $60,000 car, which the average is, I think, is near 40 something right now. But that car note or the lease note is going to take away my ability to provide for my clients, so I don't buy it. I keep my overhead low. I keep my debts low. I keep myself clean. I keep my conversation with my clients clean. We don't get in confrontations. We don't get in fights. I don't get in confrontation and fights on social media because I want to live up to my brokerage's aspirations, my agent's aspirations, and even you, the client and consumer base, your aspirations for what an agent should, how an agent should conduct themselves. And I'm trying to live up to that. And I'm trying to live up to an even higher calling than that. And we don't need to get into politics, religion, or anything like that. But as a Christian, I feel like I need to live up to a higher calling. Anyway, guys, rant over. Very long video, 15 minutes. Oh my goodness. And if you watched all the way to the end, wow. Congratulations. If you watched all the way to the end, I will give you a golden ticket. I'll just print out a golden ticket that says I watched one of Scott's boring videos all the way to the end. I'll give you that. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Thank you so much. I hope this has been good. It's very hard for me to communicate. I'll say that. It's very hard for me to do these videos. I'm not a camera face. I'm not a camera person. This is not what I do. I'm actually very uncomfortable doing this stuff, but I want to do it because I want to expose myself out there to you and show you that I'm just a regular Joe. Well, I'm Scott. I'm not one of these flashy Gucci booted agents out there driving around in Ferraris and Jags and private jets and living in Ibiza somewhere. I'm not that. I'm just like you, and I want to help you. And I believe very much in living up to a higher calling. So whatever. Thanks, y'all. Have a nice day.